What is up everyone, thank you for clicking on the video. Today we're looking at brand new VR games coming from March 2023. And I believe if you watch this video to the end, you will see at least one or two games that you will definitely want to be picking up this month. There's also one more VR game that I cannot talk about at the moment, but it is coming out this month and I can't wait to share that with you later on. I hope you enjoy the list. If you do, hit the like button. Ghosts of Tabor is a VR-only FPS PvP and PvE survival game where you will need to use your wits, skills and resources to survive. Inspired by games such as Escape from Tarkov and DayZ, featuring different scenarios from scavenging to looting and crafting, will you survive long enough to make it out alive? Including the news that Ghosts of Tabor is coming to PSVR2, the hype train is in full momentum. Now, I've played this game in a closed alpha on Quest 2 and PC, I'll put those videos in the description, but the fact this is going public now on Steam means there's going to be so many more players in there to scavenge and loot from. I can't wait to jump back into this, and I'll bring you a video showing you some new gameplay very soon.
Churchill's place was robbed last night. Jewellery, fine china, family heirlooms. Got away with the king's ransom.
The year is 1928, and you've been fleeing the firing squad for over a decade. Turning to the infamous crime boss Thomas Shelby for help, you become embroiled in the hunt for Winston Churchill's red box, a briefcase containing the identities of every British agent around the globe. Now, I've been very lucky to make a gameplay video on Peaky Blinders already, which I'll link down in the description, and to be honest, I was actually very impressed with the visuals, and I'm very much looking forward to checking this out when it becomes available on the 9th of March.
If I'd have known you were gonna cause this much trouble, but what's done, it cannot be undone.
Hunted by the seemingly unstoppable Axeman and facing off against the tower's latest push for total dominance, discover what connects these new threats together before it's too late. New faces, places, weapons and gear all await you on your journey to a final showdown for the city's fate. Do you have what it takes to survive it all? Now, Chaps II had a rocky launch on the Quest 2 platform, but I've heard a recent update has definitely fixed a lot of the issues. But personally, I'm very excited to be checking out the top tier version on PCVR and PSVR2 later this month.
Perhaps you have heard the stories about me, that I am mad, that I devour human flesh. Death draws near, tourist!
Now, Gorn is a game that shouldn't need too much introduction, but in case it does, this is a fully physics-driven combat game. You must savagely strike down an infinite supply of poorly animated opponents with all manner of weapons from swords, maces, bows to nunchucks, throwing knives, massive two-handed warhammers, and even using your own blood-soaked hands. I can't wait to experience this game on PSVR2 later this month. Get ready to immerse yourself in this fast-paced rollercoaster action horror shooter where every move you make and everything you see could mean the difference between life and death. In the blink of an eye, more and more enemies are upon you as your pupils are being detected using PlayStation VR2's eye tracking capabilities. This will be your own personal nightmare where each track has multiple terrifying paths. No two runs will be the same, but each will test your reactions in this multi-sensory VR horror experience. Now, I've been very lucky to play Switchback VR and feature it on the channel. I'll leave a card right now and leave the video in the description. Now, as a big fan of Rush of Blood, I cannot wait to get my hands on this later this month.
Do you truly believe someone is coming to help?
Vertigo 2 is a single-player adventure built from the ground up for VR. Deep underground in the reaches of the Quantum Reactor 7, you will wake to finish your journey home. You'll have to face bizarre alien flora and fauna leaking from other universes, and deadly android security forces, whose job is to purge the reactor of all life. Try to determine who to trust as sinister agents lurk just out of sight. Now, for every PCVR user out there, this has got to be on your wish list. There is a demo available already if you don't know anything about this game. Now, after experiencing the original Vertigo 2 as the remastered version, I cannot wait to jump into Vertigo 2 later this month.
Welcome to this holy place. Your arrival is a timely miracle in this age of death.
You seek the reactor core. You saw the path is sealed.
Guardians Frontline is a sci-fi VR shooter where you wield powerful weapons and command robot armies that will help you fight off enemies in single-player, co-op and PvP modes, complete with a campaign, powerful in-game level editor and hundreds of community-created maps. Now, Guardians has been available on App Lab and Steam since the beginning of 2021. The game back then was pretty good but definitely needed some work, so I'm very much looking forward to seeing all these new updates coming on March the 9th. Get ready to experience Nock like never before. Players will compete in soccer football matches wielding a bow and an arrow. You can play against bots or against people from all around the world on any other platform. You can customize avatars, compete in ranked modes, and unlock a host of brand new achievements. Nock is known as the Rocket League of VR with a bow, and I can't wait for all you PSVR2 owners to check this out very soon. The most successful and popular Battle Royale game in virtual reality is now going free to play, but only on the Meta Quest 2 platform. So if you're an owner of the PCVR version from Steam or Oculus, unfortunately it will not be free to play on there. Instead, you'll get a price reduction and will receive 1,200 in-game gold, which is the equivalent of $20 in value. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments below.
Now you see that tower out there? The big, scary one? That's where I'm taking you to see the GateKeeper.
The story of Before Your Eyes begins after your death, aboard the ship of the mythical ferryman tasked with shepherding souls to the afterlife. In order to help you pass on, he must first learn the story of your life, and so he sends you back to relive your most important moments. Precious moments with your family, your first love, and the rise of your artistic career. But soon the ferryman will suspect you aren't showing him everything he needs to see. So he will then force you deeper into the dark recesses of your most repressed memories, ultimately revealing a heartbreaking truth. Now personally, I've heard quite a bit about this game, how emotional it can be to experience, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing it myself on the PlayStation VR 2 later this month.
Close your eyes now, and keep them closed. It's only a matter of time.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Not for Broadcast is a darkly comedic game of televised chaos that lets you pick what you want to see on TV, no matter what anyone else wants. Egotistical celebrities, dishonest politicians, and strange sponsors clash on the airwaves. You're here to ensure that the show goes on uninterrupted. Cut between multiple camera feeds, tweak the headlines, bleep the foul language, all with just moments to spare on a live broadcast. Whether you toe the party line or stir up the scandal, the choice is yours. Now, of all the games featured on this list, this is the one that piques my curiosity the most. I'm very much looking forward to checking this out on the 23rd of March.
Yeah, government, advance, Peter Clement.
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
Ghost Signal, a Sterllaris game, is a virtual reality action roguelike which makes you the captain of a ship setting out amongst the stars in search of an enigmatic ghost signal. You must explore a vast ocean of stars where you will meet mysterious aliens, encounter planet-sized creatures, and engage in dynamic space battles. On your journey, you get to scan exotic beings for logbooks, conduct research in multiple tech trees, and a lot more. Now personally, I was involved in some of the play testing of Ghost Signal back when I worked for Fast Travel, and I absolutely love this game and I cannot wait to check out the final version coming later this month.
Can't you
guess we're on the clock again.
That's better than pulling fluff out your belly button. Let's go, fatty. Mate, they're trying to get rid of us.
Of us? Of me, maybe. You? You're irrelevant.
You play a character called Kurt, and you work for the world's largest retailer, and you are forced to choose between capitalism or activism. Having dedicated his life to his work, Kurt's loyalty is put to a test when a group of activists ask him to dismantle Jungle from the inside. Aboard his corporate-issued flying jungle pod and armed with his multi-purpose jungle gun, Kurt dispatches countless products from a fulfillment centre the size of a sunken city of Manhattan. Now, last but by no means least on this list, I really believe that The Last Worker is looking more and more interesting the more I learn about it. I'm loving the dialogue and back and forth between the characters, and again, I just think, all in all, this is a really solid month for virtual reality games. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.